Today we got a huge update to talk about that YouTube hasn't announced yet and no one else seems to be talking about, but I know it's something you guys have been waiting for a very long time, and I'm going to show you guys what it is right after this. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's Tuesday, which means it's time to look at some online video news from last week and talk about the implications that it has for us as creators here on YouTube. And one of the major updates, thanks to Lane Vids for pointing this out to me, is that mobile annotations seem to be working now. Well, kind of, almost working. They work on the iPad inside a browser. That is it. They're not supported so far yet that we've seen, or that I've seen, inside of the actual YouTube app. But if you use Safari or Chrome or another mobile browser on your iPad and go to your YouTube channel, you will see that annotations there are showing up. And I think this is because if you notice, actually something is different by the way these things are playing back. They are no longer just breaking out into their own like MP4 standard player that, you know, any browser on a mobile device or on the iPad actually breaks out into when you start playing that file. Instead, if you notice, it's actually still playing back on full screen. The playback is still inside of YouTube's official own YouTube player. Now this is not the case on iPhone, where it still is breaking out into the normal MP4 just default player that the browser uses to play back those video files. So there seems to be some updates being made to the actual YouTube player that is working on the iPad but not on any other mobile devices yet. But I'm hopeful that we'll start to see YouTube annotations working on more and more mobile devices. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below about what devices maybe you have started to see this work on. I've seen it work on my iPad. It does not work on my iPhone yet, but I know I don't have any Android devices to test it out on, and so far it's only working in a browser, not inside an app for me. So if you have any updates to that, comment below with what those are. And for the rest of you, what does it mean for you now that your annotations are working on mobile devices? I think I get a question about this like every week or so, just like someone asking like, no, not yet, no, not yet. Now I can say, yes, but kind of working. Hopefully the rest of it's rolling out soon. I have a really soft spot in my heart for the underdog, and in online video, YouTube is clearly the heavy hitter here, but DailyMotion seems to be taking some steps that might not make it a contender necessarily, but might be something worth keeping an eye on. And last week we saw that Microsoft is now hoping to get a minority stake ownership in DailyMotion. Last year, Yahoo wanted a majority stake in DailyMotion and offered them $200 million, and the French government stepped in and said, no, we do not want our website being controlled by a US-based company. Which is interesting to me because currently the French government owns 27% of DailyMotion, and then Orange, which is kind of their telecom company there, owns 49% of the company. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with a site that is as big as DailyMotion. It's not as big as YouTube, which has like over 1 billion users every month. I think DailyMotion has around like 120 million a month. So still a lot of people, but substantially fewer than YouTube. And I don't think DailyMotion is just going to lay down and let YouTube just roll over top of them, because they are actually getting into the original content game now as well, with around $3 to $4 million invested. Might be a great new strategy to get more eyeballs on their site. They've also coming out with a new design update as well. We're used to that here at YouTube, but the new one looks more like this on DailyMotion. It's a lot slicker and a lot nicer than their current layout. It's just being sampled on a couple key channels right now over there, and it will be rolling out to the rest of the channel sometime soon. Personally, as a creator, I am definitely keeping my eye on DailyMotion. I actually even went ahead and set up a video creators channel account over there in DailyMotion, which I will link up below if you guys want to go follow me over there. I'm sometime in the future, like I named this place Video Creators because I don't want it to be just about YouTube, but like eventually I'd like to start branching out and like really starting to dig into like DailyMotion and some of these other video platforms and training creators across lots of different video platforms, not just YouTube. And so I've set up that channel there, and hopefully as I get more time available, I plan on digging more into DailyMotion. So go check that out down there if you're interested in that. And I'd also be interested in hearing from you guys down in the comments below about any strategies that you have specifically for DailyMotion and how you're using it, or if it's just one of those things like, yeah, no one's gonna see it, I'm not even gonna bother with it. I think it's something worth keeping an eye on, but I'd love to hear what you guys think about DailyMotion and how it fits into your content strategy. Got 3 quick links for you guys down there. The first one is some new research that came out that confirms that YouTube YouTube is the #1 most popular website among teenagers, especially 16 to 18-year-olds. 74% of them said that they regularly use the site, whereas compared to Facebook, only 60% of them use that they regularly use the site. Check out that article below if that's interesting to you. And then #2, there's an article on Moz.com about how to find topics that are relevant to your viewers. Now, the post is actually about how to find blog topics, but this 3-step process they outline in there applies totally to YouTube content and video posts as well. So if you're starting to run out of ideas for your videos, check out that link. Also put a couple links down there to some other videos that we've done here on Video Creators in the past about how to continually generate new ideas, like systems you can put in place that create new ideas for you. And then we actually do get that just creator's block. Like, how do you push through that? I've talked to a bunch of the most creative people I know about that very thing. Those videos are below. Go check those out. And finally, there's a link down there about how you can integrate Google Plus notifications into your actual Chrome browser using an extension, so you can get notifications about new comments and things on Google Plus around your videos right inside of your Chrome browser rather than having to go to Google Plus or your YouTube channel to find those notifications. So I hope all of this has been helpful for you guys. If this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe. Every week we do just what you saw, talk about online video news, talk about what it means for us as creators. And then on Wednesdays, I give you guys some YouTube tips and ideas, suggestions, advice. And on Thursdays, I answer some questions, do some Q&A with you guys about YouTube stuff and the things that you're trying and learning and growing here on YouTube. And I do all of this because I really believe that a lot of you guys are using your channels to change lives, to spread messages that can really influence people and make this world a better place. So I want to do all that I can to help you guys do that. Thank you for letting me be a part of helping you guys grow your audiences and your channels. Subscribe, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.